Hello SDI students, welcome to Module 2. These are my tips for your Module 2 assignment. For some of you, this is going to be the first week you're actually hands-on with a firearm in your assignment. This was kind of an option last week, not so this week. You will be on camera with your firearm and you have to show that you safely clear it, otherwise you're going to receive a 0 and I don't want to see that happen. So I just want to go back over this again, the proper method of clearing your striker-fired pistol. As soon as you pick it up, remove the feed source, take that magazine out. Good idea to show that the magazine has nothing in it. Lock the slide to the rear. Look into the chamber, feel, visually and physically checking to make sure that there is no ammunition present. Double check, no feed source. This firearm is clear and you can go on with your demonstration. Now when you are done with your demonstration, or if in the middle of your demonstration you set the pistol down, that's fine. But if you have to pick it back up, you're going to have to, again, visually and physically check to make sure there's nothing in the chamber, no feed source. Clear it every time you pick it up and make sure you illustrate that in your video. Very important. However, first you're going to have to build that pistol from the kit that SDI sent to you. You should have a frame, a slide, and a bag of parts, a lot of parts. I was a Glock armor for many years, and I've never seen a Glock pattern pistol broken down with all the subassemblies completely taken apart. There's a lot to keep up with. So please be careful with these parts. Anybody who's spent much time working on firearms knows the pain of crawling around on your hands and knees, searching desperately for that tiny spring or pin that you absolutely need to get that firearm put together. So do be careful. I want to talk a little bit about installing the sights. The front sight is pretty straightforward. It's a front post that's held with a screw. There's already Loctite on the screw. When you get that snug down, make sure that front sight is nice and straight, and then set it aside and don't mess with it for 24 hours so that the Loctite has time to cure. The rear sight is going to have to be hand fitted. This is going to take some work. It's intentionally oversized. You're going to have to use layout fluid or marker and check to see where it's tight. You're going to provide some relief by a little bit of filing or sanding. Easy does it. You don't want it to be too loose. You're going to have to install this with a hammer and a punch. I was spoiled as a Glock armor. We had a lot of Glock sight pushing tools that were very model specific. The tool would fit perfectly into the slide channel, and they pushed at the base of the sight, driving them into that dovetail cut. You could very easily adjust or install sights. You probably don't have one of those. You're going to have to use a hammer and a punch, and that's going to be a lot more work. If it sounds like that's something that might mark the finish, you're absolutely right. It's very easy to mark the finish, which is why you have to be careful, take your time. I recommend using a lot of tape on the slide and the rear sight. It's annoying enough if you mark up your own pistol, you put a scratch in it. Very annoying. If you do that to a customer's pistol, you're going to have to replace the rear sight, or if it's a slide, you're going to have the slide refinished. So this is not an inexpensive lesson. So the main thing here I want to stress is to start early and take your time. Don't think that this is something you're going to throw together Saturday afternoon or Sunday and then cut a quick video. If you start early, you're not going to feel rushed, and the chances that you're going to have good success putting this pistol together are going to be much greater. But as always, if you need any help with anything or have any questions, don't hesitate to call me. That is what I'm here for.